Because when you watch, every time it does a wheelie, you're hitting the clutch. So it's like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Sounds like you're directing a band now.
Ready? Go!
Think you're the king of games? Well, step aside. You haven't met the champ, the legend,
The king of video games?
Todd Rogers, the greatest gamer of our time.
Not only has Twin Galaxies removed his Dragster time from the leaderboards, they removed all of his scores, they banned him from their website, and Kotaku contacted Guinness, who has confirmed that his Guinness World Record has been revoked as well.
Whoa. But what exactly happened? Our story begins in the summer of 2017. Around this time, a lot of controversy was circling around the topic of Todd Rogers' scores. Many people provided evidence that these numbers were simply impossible to reach. Some of them, you could just see that they were just ridiculously high, like second place would be, like 1,300, and then his score would be like 15 million. Like, it's insane. One of my favorite examples of just an impossible score was in the game Wabbit for the Atari 2600. Specifically in this game, the scores are worked with increments of 5. So, the funny thing about Todd's high score was that it was 1,998.
What?
You can just see the problems with that number. Anyways, one of the biggest controversies was all started by an entertainer by the name of Omnigamer, who's known for great speed runs and is producing a book soon on the science of speedrunning. So back to the matters at hand. Omnigamer basically broke down the code of Dragster and found the fastest possible time in ideal conditions and normal play would be 5.57. However, Todd himself has claimed that his score was 5.51, which is literally impossible to reach. Please let me get away with this score. 5.51! No way! He claims he engaged the clutch before the countdown.
My name is Todd Rogers, the king of video games. I hold the record in Dragster since December 1st, 1980. I beat a perfect run of Dragster, which was the run of a computer of a 554. I attained a 551 because I engaged the clutch on the countdown and gave my Dragster gas.
This feat, however, seems to be backed by absolutely nothing but word of mouth. And if we trusted word of mouth, let me tell you, I'd still believe in the Tooth Fairy. But that's besides the point. The only real footage we have of Todd Rogers playing this game is, well, I'll let you see it for yourself.
That was a bad game. Now the camera's showing I'm doing miserably. It's really strange because like when people do interviews or media, it's like I can't get below 5.84% or 5.81% strength reason. You know what? This stick is really sensitive too here. I'm pressing to the left and it's not shifting.
How could this happen to me?
I am Todd Rogers, known as the king of video games, and I am credited with having the longest held video gaming world record.
Right.
The night goes on as I'm fading away.
A note I really want to touch on is, Todd, this is really the only footage we have of you playing Dragster, and it is super pathetic, dude. My man, just hear me out, okay? Okay, what you need to do is, one, either show us that you're capable of doing this, or two, if you can't do it, you need to train someone who can and show that it's even possible. Because otherwise, you look kind of like an idiot. Thank you guys so much for checking out my first video. This is obviously a work in progress. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and notifications to stay in the loop. Let me know what you guys' comments are about this whole situation. Do you believe Todd Rogers? Do you think he's the fairy godmother of video games? Let me know down in that comment section below. Lastly, be sure to follow us on Twitter. If you want to be part of the podcast or do collabs, let me know. I'm always open to such ideas. I want to give a quick shout out to ApolloLegends for basically uncovering this whole thing and putting pressure on Twin Blexies to actually take action. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one.